Hey, welcome back to Lord Fussington's walkthrough of the critically acclaimed game Demon's Souls. I'm your walkthrough master, the rather exquisite Lord Fussington, and this is part 2 of Boletarian Palace 1-3. Part 1 was the previous video, and hopefully you watched it. If not, well, it's on my channel, the Lord Fussington. So, we've just killed Red Eye Knight, a couple of crossbowmen, and we killed these two. And now we're picking up some items here. So that's where the... what the fuck am I doing? So to our right, the other side, is... because this would be our left. To the other side, is where the Penetrator is. So we obviously have to head in that direction, but first we want to open those gates that we saw. We've also got to save Biorr and Yuria. So you want to head over here. There was also an item, if you watched the last video, there's an item that's near where we just killed that red-eyed knight, where we have to jump down from, and we have to jump down to get it actually. And but first we want to open the gate, just so that we can go, so it's a bit quicker to get back, as opposed to having to go through everything we've just gone through. So, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing here. I don't even have the Ring of Herculean Strength equipped. I thought I equipped it last video, but I obviously didn't. Now I prefer having, well, it depends what enemy I'm going to be against. You know, the Penetrator can be, he hits quite hard, so you want, so any amount of health you can get, you want it. Okay, so you just have to kill him. He's protecting a lever. Now, as soon as you kill him, or actually maybe before that, if you get near the gate, yeah, there you go. Ostrava, you know, needs to be saved again. So you might want to kill this fat minister from above, just so that you don't, you know, pull the whole Ostrava. You know, he's being chased by Red-Eyed Knight and a couple of Boletarian soldiers. Actually, I usually don't remember there being a Boletarian soldier. I remember there being like 2 Red-Eyed Knights or whatever. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe I'm sort of imagining that there were more Red-Eyed Knights, and I, you know, I took them all out like easily and all that, but it's not the case. One of them is a Boletarian soldier. But anyway, they can be, so you normally have to fight 2 at once, actually. And they chase him into a corner, so if you're not quick enough, they will chase him into a corner. And he probably won't die. You'll be able to kill them before he's killed by them. So here's Ostrava. Pure Clearstone. I think that's one of the ways to get a pure Clearstone. The other being farming, but this is the certain way to get one, I think. There may be another, I think there might be another way as well. I'm not quite sure, because I don't really make anything pure Clearstone other than getting the item, you know, for the achievement and all that. I don't see any other reason to make a Clearstone blade with Clearstone and all that. Anyway, doesn't really matter. What we're going to do now is get that item that was on the side there, which is the Penetrator sword or whatever it's called. So there it is. So you just have to go on one of these things. So I obviously wasn't sure because I'd forgotten. Nope, can't go from there. Yeah, and it should be fine. Just, yeah, I kind of like, you saw what I did, I kind of hugged the wall a little bit. So there's the penetrating sword. And now you can jump down here. The gate's open, that's why we opened the gate. Because you wouldn't want to go all around again. Okay, so now we have the iron ring of keys, or whatever the fuck it's called. And that'll allow us to save Biorr. And we'll also be able to get the bloodied key. Or bloody key, or bloody iron of key, whatever, it doesn't matter. To open this gate, okay? So the other gate is near the start, near the Tower Knight. And actually the Blue-Eyed Knight. So, I'm checking the keys now. Iron Ring of Keys, yep. Okay. So head down here. And it's to our right. To our left goes to the top of the area, right? There's also a crystal gecko if you want to farm it. I suggest waiting for pure black world tendency, or getting pure black world tendency a bit later. And so head through here. And there is a fat minister that we'll have to deal with. So there he is. And I don't think I'm wearing the thieves ring anymore, so I've pulled him probably more quickly than I'd like. So you do want to get the backstabs in because you don't really want to face him. There you go. You don't even want to get hit. I mean, he can get... he wouldn't be able to break through the guard for the shield for this shield, but, with other shields, perhaps he could. He's got a pretty big fucking axe, doesn't he? So here's Biorr. So now that you've saved, chat with him a little bit, he'll go back to sleep, or he will start sleeping. Regardless, he will help you out, in two instances, assuming he doesn't die in the first instance. First instance being against the Penetrator. So once, if you defeat the Penetrator and he's still alive by the end of it and you haven't hit him and pissed him off, he'll be there when you fight the Blue Dragon. Which is, I mean, you really want to keep Biorr alive, so kill the Penetrator as quickly as possible. Because with the Blue Dragon, it's a pretty good distraction. Well, even for a Penetrator, actually. The Penetrator becomes much easier because of Biorr. I don't know why I don't just rush him, but, And actually, in Boletarian Palace 1-2, you know the location of the merchant? Well, we're about to go right behind where he's usually sat, right? So it's that tunnel where we saved Ostrava, where the red dragon would burn above. So, at least I think it's the right area. It probably is. Yeah, it is, yeah. So, there's that item. We finally got it. And now we can head back. And now we're going to be heading towards the boss. Oh no, now we have to go save Yuria. We've got the bloody keys. So that opens that little gate. And there's another fat minister. Now now the thing about this at this point, we've received a hat. Where we've rather received it. He didn't give it to us. We killed him and we've acquired the hat. Okay, the fat minister's hat. So we need that hat to be able to save Yuria. And you're gonna have to put it on. So make sure you have it in your inventory. which you should if you're, you know, going through all of this, and then go back to drop things off and all that. And the guy the fat minister we received was standing near the gate. I think, yeah, near the gate, right before, you know, where Ostrava ran through after we had pulled the lever. So that was the minister that gave us the hat. You probably noticed that. I didn't notice, so I could even be wrong. I'm just assuming that's who we received it from. So head down here. I'm gonna go save Yuria, which I've already said. Just repeating myself because there's nothing else to really say about this area. Alright, so we've opened this gate with the bloody iron key. Beautiful view, magnificent. Just, oh, what's over there? Oh, don't know. I have no idea what's over there. Okay. So, the reason I'm a bit hesitant is because I couldn't remember if this was where there's also a red-eyed knight and a imperial spy and a crossbowman and all that. It's not here. It's actually after the Penetrator. It's in the next area. So nothing to worry about here. There's only the Fat Minister at the top with Yuria. You can make your own assumptions, and you need to wear the hat for him to lower the stairs. So that's why you need to wear the hat. So official's cap is what it's called. Okay. So if you don't wear the hat, he won't lower the stairs, right? So actually, he won't even attack you if you go up with the... I think I do it here, actually. I go up and... So, yeah. I wonder if it works for all of these situations, you know? Like, if you just wear the hat, none of the fat ministers will attack you. Because it will really be helpful where that dragon is, where the blue dragon is, that he burns this area, and there's 2 fat ministers you have to pass. Maybe if you wear the hat, I've got to try it. I'm going to try it in the... when I get there. So this is Yuria. If you're wearing the hat, you know, she assumes that you're one of them, which is a bit... I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it? You know, you're shirtless as well. You don't have an axe. You don't have a mask. So she's a bit of a moron. But we've saved her, and that's all that counts. She gives us really good spells, so she's very much worth saving. And, you know, you can fuck off immediately after. And the next place we have to go... Well, now it's just the Penetrator, so we have to head in that direction. So, really all that's left are, you know, Boletarian soldiers and, of, you know, all sorts of variations, you know. So you've got the ones with their little hats there. Well, they all wear hats, but, you know, like, you know, the hats with the long spears and all that, and the shields. So those guys are there, and then there's the crossbowmen, and then there's the ones with the swords. Anyway, you've seen them before. I don't know why I'm telling you about them, but they're all there, and there's a couple of red-eyed knights as well. So it's gonna be really exciting. Obviously, in this situation, you want to pull one at a time. You don't want to just like run in the center where everyone is and try to fight them all. I mean, I think it goes without saying, but you know, I'm going to say it anyway because I'm here to give tips, and I'm giving a really good tip here, which is don't jump in the center. Or actually, maybe you could just bypass them all and bypass them all by running past all of them and just get through the fog gate. You don't even have to fight them, but you want to get all the items, so you know. And they're not that difficult, so... Well, if you're over-leveled, they're not that difficult. I imagine they can be a little bit more difficult if you're not. Although I don't think I've ever had too many problems with them. Mainly because I sort of pull one at a time. It makes things a bit better. Oh, he's a bit angry. Okay, so 2 down. Oh, where are those guys with the spears? They're not even here. Oh, there they are. So obviously, I'm not wearing the thieves ring, and that's why they've seen me. Usually they wouldn't if you're wearing the thieves ring, and I kind of recommend wearing the thieves ring, and obviously the cling ring, because health and health is important in this game. That's typically why you boost vitality fairly early in the game. That'll make things a bit easier. Oh, there's another fat minister as well. I'd forgotten about him. Oh, there's loads in this area, aren't there? No, he walked over really confident. You could actually just run forward a little bit, and you'll be able to pull them. It's just you don't want... The crossbowmen are really the more annoying enemy here, because while you're dealing with the melee fighters, you've got to dodge cross bolts. Crossbow bolts. Or just bolts. How's that? Oh, gone two-handed. Oh, but that's because I have a bow. It's my first day, I swear. Oh, that's why I don't remember him, because he goes through there. Yeah, I didn't remember fighting him. Okay, so we've seen this one before. This was like the first Red-Eyed Knight. Not complicated either. Like at this point, these enemies shouldn't actually be too much of a bother. You know, it might take you longer to kill them because you're not level 70, which is absurd. It's an absurd level to have at this stage. But you know, doing Shrine of Storms and Stonefang Tunnel first, and then having all the farming areas, you know, allowed that. Usually it would just take you a couple more shots, and you might get hurt a little bit more. But the patterns are all the same. It's not complicated. And they all heal, and that's probably the best time to hit them, in fact. So this is the last one. I guess I pick up all the items first. And that is it for this area. He's the last guy to fight. The next video is Penetrator of Boletarian Palace 1-3. Which at this stage should be a surprise, because I never title things like that. I've been Lord Fussington. Thanks for watching. Kindly rate, comment, and subscribe.